This is Andoria, a brutal and freezing moon orbiting a ringed gas giant. Covered in eternal snow and ice, one would think this barren wasteland entirely inhospitable, and yet some survive. From the resilient Andorian people to their elusive cousins, the Anar, many people have made this place their home over centuries past. But it is not the people we are interested in today. I invite you all to join me in an exploration of the fauna found on what many call the iceberg of the Federation. More specifically, the blue peck, a small and yet determined flightless bird. One would imagine the sub-zero temperatures and intense winds to be a bit much for such a frail-seeming creature, and yet the blue peck suffers not. Nesting in between the crevices of the ice on the surface of the moon, it only leaves the safety and comfort of its home in order to hunt. As the blue peck descends deeper and deeper into the cavernous underworld of Andoria, it uses its extremely rigid beak to create an elaborate system of tunnels for itself, a system it does not enjoy sharing. You see, this bird is a solitary creature, and quite an irritable one at that, equipped with jagged claws, as well as a beak as strong as obsidian. When two birds find themselves sharing a tunnel, a definite fight will break out. One will eventually concede and leave the tunnel system to the other, often wounded beyond saving. The victor then continues on its travels into the depths of the ice, where it will then begin to peck against the cavern walls, an enchanting and alluring percussion, thus attracting its prey. The Andorian ice boar, a small white worm that burrows its way through the ice packs. After a good meal consisting of about a dozen boars, the very full blue peck will sit and wait for an average of 6 hours in the underground before then starting on its long and arduous journey back to the surface. The slow crawl back up to the planet's surface begins, and it is grueling. It's said that about 1 in 10 never make it back. Our hero, however, is a fighter, and before long he has regained the snowstorms of the open world, and thus it won't be for until another 2 weeks that he'll go back below for another feast. In the meantime, the peck will relax on his rock, or on the side of a mountain, meticulously melting the snowflakes between his feathers in order to drink them and keep his hydration up. As astounding as is challenging is the life of the blue peck on Andoria. And so, it's with a better understanding of the worlds that surround us and a newfound love of the stubborn blue peck that we say goodbye to each other on this day. Thank you so much for joining us. This was a nature program, and I have been Satati Tottenberg.
Hey, howdy, hey, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a bit weird. I can't believe that you got this far. I'm experimenting. I once just threw out this idea on Twitter. I was like, why hasn't Star Trek done like a BBC style, nature program documenting fauna and flora from the various Star Trek worlds that we explore? And I was like, okay, fine, they won't do it. I'll do it myself. I do feel obligated to point out that the bird is not canon. I made it up. I invented it.
We made it up.
The script is by me. All of the images were AI generated, so a big thank you to all the channel patrons. You actually made this possible. And yeah, if you would like to see more of this, please do let me know. You can always invent new animals that I could cover if you think that would be fun. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, share. A big thanks to the channel patrons, and live long and prosper.